Noticing any vibrations in your body. Feeling that returning to wholeness. Honouring the natural order of Mother Earth. Noticing that sensation of your breath, drawing it down deep into your belly. Opening your eyes, inhaling, reaching your arms all the way up, reaching up towards the sky. You're going to bring them down in front, breathing out, hands down in front, reaching towards the end of your mat. And drawing yourself up onto all fours, just to come into child's pose. So bowing down, sit bones back towards your heels, head down towards the floor. Taking this moment here, just to imagine that glorious full moon that hopefully is going to be out tonight, and feeling it as if you're moon bathing and you can feel it on your back. And one more breath here. Inhaling, rising up onto all fours. And then bringing your left foot forwards in between your hands. Hands staying on the floor for the moment, breathing in, looking up. And then we're going to turn to the side. So bending your right knee, angling it out and reaching your arms up and over. So you come into a sort of side plank variation. So we're going to stay with that long edge of your mat, reaching, breathing in. As you breathe out, we're going to take it into child's pose. So bringing that left knee down, child's pose, to the side of your mat. So you're facing the side. Inhaling, moving to the other side. So as you stretch out, right leg stretches out. Left arm, reaching over, having a breath in. And we're going to turn to face the back of the mat. So windmill your arms, plant your right foot, and turn both hands to come and frame your right foot. Pivot on your left knee, breathing in, looking up. And then as you breathe out, stepping back to child's pose, both knees together, bowing down. Inhaling, all fours coming up. Pausing, breathing out. And then left foot in between your hands, just the same, lifting your chest, looking up. As you breathe out, pivoting on that right knee, bend your right knee and stretch out through your left leg. Reach your right arm to the floor, left arm up. As you breathe out, moving it into child's pose, both knees bent, bringing your arms down, bowing, feeling that glow of the moon on your back. Inhaling, extending your right leg out, reaching your left arm out, opening out. And then as you breathe out, windmilling back towards the front of your mat. So planting your right foot, both hands come up and over, turning to face the front. Lifting your chest, looking up. As you breathe out, stepping it back to child's pose, both knees down, bowing down. Having one breath here. Breathing out, sending all your energy down to the earth. Staying here for a couple more breaths and just feeling that sensation of the cycle and that cycle of your 28 days. Things that you achieve, things that you want to achieve, and allowing yourself to sit with anything that feels uncomfortable and just breathe through it, moving through it, that you know that you're going to maybe shift or change anything in this next 28 days. Inhaling, coming up onto all fours, pausing here, breathing out. Left foot, bringing it forwards. This time raising both arms up, Anjaneyasana, reaching up. And then same as before, pivot on your right knee, reaching out, taking your right arm down. Coming into that side plank variation, having a breath in. This time we're going to pick up your left foot, Seeing if that left foot will either stay straight, or maybe you can reach for it behind your body, a bit like a sugar cane pose. Open your heart, having a breath in. And releasing it down, taking it down into that same child's pose. So knees together, feeling yourself melt down. As you breathe in, same as the last cycle, reaching out. Right leg, left arm, so left hand supporting you, opening out that side of your body. And then finding that grip. So maybe raising the right leg. If it feels okay to grab your foot, reaching behind. If not, you can stay straight leg, having a breath here. Staying steady, finding your core, releasing that right leg out. Gently dropping the foot down and bringing your arms up so you pivot them up and over to turn to face the back of your mat. Okay, so windmilling both hands down, pivoting on your left knee, facing the back, lifting your heart, looking up. This time moving into downward dog, tucking your left toes under and step it back into downward dog. Having a breath in. Breath out, returning down to the mat, knees, sit bones back towards your heels, head down. Inhaling, rising up, all fours. Pausing, breathing out. And then taking your left foot forwards, Anjaneyasana, arms up, reaching up. Exhaling, pivoting to the other long edge, bend your right knee, right shin, open out your arms, straighten your left leg, right hand to the floor, left arm overhead. Opening out your heart, floating that left leg up, maybe catching hold of your left foot. And then preparing to return it to child's pose, so you're facing the side. Both knees drop down together, arms by your side, head down. Breathing in, opening out, reaching for the other side. So left hand reaches out, right leg stretches out, breathing in. Floating that right foot up, maybe reaching behind to hold on to that foot. And then releasing that right leg out. Planting the right foot, bringing your arms up, windmilling around, bend your right knee, taking both hands down to the front of your mat now. Downward dog. Tucking your left toes under, step it back into downward dog. Breath in. And returning down to the earth, knees. Sit bones back towards your heels, bowing down. And just feeling that circle, as if that circle's representing that cycle of your 28 days. Inhaling, rising up, coming up onto all fours. Tucking your toes, downward dog, breathing out. And left leg up, three-legged dog, breathing in, stretching that left leg high up. Exhaling, left foot in between your hands. This time crescent lunge, reaching both arms up, looking up. Exhaling, hands to the floor. In a Skandasana, lift and lengthen through your chest. And then as you breathe out, walking your hands around to the right side. Stay nice and low and walk all the way to the back of your mat. Okay, hands walking around to the back. Inhaling, lengthening, so you're in that lunge, hands to the floor. Inhaling, coming up, crescent lunge, reaching your arms all the way up. Exhaling, hands to the floor. Inhaling, downward dog. Exhaling, child's pose, knees, sit bones back towards your heels. Inhaling, rising up, all fours. Exhaling, downward dog. Awesome, guys. Left foot in between your hands. Crescent lunge, rising up, breathing in. Exhaling, hands to the floor. Inhaling, lengthen through your spine. And then Skandasana, staying nice and low. Walking all the way back around to the top of your mat, so front of your mat. Breathing in, lengthening. Breathing out, steadying your core. Inhaling, crescent lunge, reaching your arms up. Exhaling, hands down. Inhaling, downward dog. Exhaling, lower down, knees, sit bones back towards your heels, head towards the floor. Inhaling, rising up, all fours. Exhaling, downward dog. Inhaling, left leg up, three-legged dog, so reaching it up. Exhaling, left foot in between your hands. Crescent lunge, rising up, reaching up. And then open out, warrior two. Oh, nice, guys, having a breath in. Breath out, preparing for Trikonasana. Extending through your left leg and reaching, coming down. Just taking a moment to open out that side of your body, having a breath in. As you breathe out, return into warrior two. Inhaling, straightening both legs. So you're turning to be parallel along that side of the mat. Exhaling to goddess, heels turn in, bend your elbows, bend your knees. Nice, guys. Inhaling, straight legs, straight arms. And then go into the right side, warrior two. Awesome, guys. Inhaling, straightening out that right leg. Trikanasana, reaching, coming down. So looking up towards that left hand, having a nice deep breath in. Inhaling, coming back up through warrior two. And windmill both hands to the floor, back of your mat, okay? So turning to face the back. Inhaling, get nice and long, looking forwards. And then step it back, downward dog. One breath in. And coming down, knees, sit bones back towards your heels, head down. Inhaling, rising up, all fours. Exhaling, downward dog. Left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhaling, left foot in between your hands. Rising up, crescent lunge, arms up. Opening out, warrior two. Open out your arms. Breath in. Coming into Trikonasana, straightening your left leg. Reaching forwards, coming down. Taking your gaze up towards the sky. Inhaling, rising up through warrior two. And straightening both legs, hands onto your waist. Heels turn in, toes turn out, coming into goddess, bending your knees, reaching your arms out and up. Inhaling, straightening your legs, straightening your arms. Turning back to the right side, bending your right knee, warrior two. Inhaling, straighten your right leg. Exhaling, Trikonasana, reaching, coming down. Taking your gaze upwards towards that left hand. Inhaling, warrior two, coming up. Exhaling, removing both hands down to the floor. Lengthening through your spine, looking up. Exhaling, downward dog. Breath in. Breath out, draw your belly in, but staying here in your downward dog. Super, guys, maybe pedaling your heels if that feels like the way to go today. We haven't held anything for very long so far, so just moving into the backs of your legs for 3, walking your heels up and down, 2. Last breath. Looking towards the top, towards your hands. You can either step, hop, or tiptoe, bringing your feet in between your hands, lifting your heart, looking up, lengthen through your spine, exhaling to fold. Inhaling, reaching up, arms up, come all the way up. pressing your palms. As you breathe out, bring your thumbs towards your heart and lean back. Inhaling, arms reaching up, head looking down. Exhaling, bend your knees, bowing down, hands to the floor. Inhaling, straighten your legs, lift your chest, look up. Exhaling, step or hop your way back to plank, chaturanga, lower down. Inhaling, upward dog, lifting through your chest. Exhaling, downward dog. Left leg up, staying with the left side today. Left leg, three-legged dog. Exhaling, left foot in between your hands. Warrior two, just coming straight up to warrior two, opening out your arms. Nice, guys, zipping up your front body. Coming into Trikonasana, so straightening out that left leg and reaching. Instead of coming all the way down, just stay with me so you're halfway. And then we're going to bring your right arm up and over. So we've got both arms either side of your head. Engaging now. Nice, Sophie. Awesome. Two. Lovely, guys. One more breath. Warrior two coming out. Re-bending that left knee. Having a breath in. Setting up for half moon. Looking forwards. So bringing that left hand down. Maybe your right hand stays on your right hip. And then that same effort that you were using for your Trikonasana, finding that balance in your stomach, reaching that right arm up, steering with your right heel of your foot. One more breath. And then slowly guide it back. So just gently bend the front knee, guiding it back. Warrior two. Breathing out, straightening your legs, hands onto your waist. Inhaling, lift your heart, looking up. Exhaling, folding forwards. If you wanted to headstand from here, hands down, head down. Playing with floating your feet up. Totally optional if it doesn't feel right today. So if you are playing with floating your feet up, just have them close enough in that you can feel that push against the floor and lift onto your toes. 3, 2. Nice, guys. If you're up, coming down, taking your legs out and down. Inhaling, lifting through your chest. Breathing out, hands to waist. Inhaling, rising up. And warrior two to the right side. So just take it nice and steady, breathing in, breathing out, feeling this zip up the front of your body. Inhaling, straightening that right leg. Okay, so it's this Trikonasana variation, so try taking both our arms up and reaching over, so like we're practicing for that half moon, feeling that connection in your belly. And then release it into warrior two. Awesome, having a breath here. Half moon, taking that right hand down. If there's not a wall close towards your face. Left arm up. Okay, finding your balance. If you're playing with floating the right hand off the floor, that's totally cool, but find where you feel steady. 3 more breaths, guys. Use your left heel to steer. Last breath. Okay, to release, we're going to turn and face the back of your mat. Take both hands down. Inhaling, looking forward, so you have that left leg still up. Awesome. Exhaling, feet together, standing forward fold. Inhaling, looking up. Exhaling, step or hop it back, plank, chaturanga. Inhaling, lift your heart, look up. Exhaling, downward dog. Left leg to the sky, reaching it up. Exhaling, left foot in between your hands. And windmill up, warrior two. Trikanasana, that version, so straightening your left leg and reaching both arms over. 2. Nice, guys. Awesome. Finding that length in your spine. And then releasing it out, warrior 2. Okay, feeling that zip up of your front body. Gently taking yourself into your half moon. So reaching your hand down towards the floor. Thinking about that spacing, so your hand is underneath your shoulder. And your hand is the same distance away from your foot as your armpit is from your hip. So if you feel a bit unsteady, just checking in with those distances. 2. That's it, Sue. Nice, guys. And then gently release. So bending your left knee, gently releasing your right foot, warrior 2. Straightening out both legs. Paralleling your feet, hands onto your waist. Lifting through your chest, looking up. Exhaling, coming down, head down. And either taking that tripod headstand again or interlocking your fingers and reaching your arms up and over behind you. Awesome. 3. Taking your time, it's going to be at least 4 more breaths. So breathing, finding where gravity is helping bring your arms up. And feeling that sense of you completing your circle, completing your cycle, completing this movement of 28 days, bringing ourselves back to this place. Nice, William, go on. Oh, if your tripod headstand, coming down. And inhaling, slowly lifting your chest up, your heart up, returning your hands to your waist. Exhaling, warrior 2 to the right side, so back towards the top end of your mat, having a breath in. And then taking your half moon on this side, right hand down. Left leg up. Using that heel to steer. Opening out your chest. Awesome. Tap into those stomach muscles. So feel that you're being held by something more than your hand. 2. You can do it, guys. You can do it. Stay where you are. Nice, guys. Lovely. So to release, we're going to turn back towards the top of your mat. So releasing both hands to the floor, square off your hips, having a breath in. As you breathe out, returning both feet down, folding into a normal forward fold. Inhaling, looking up. And then stepping or hopping, plank, lower down. Inhaling, lift your heart, looking up. Exhaling, downward dog. Having a breath here. And returning down to child's pose, knees, sit bones back towards your heels. Taking this moment in child's pose, just to find stillness, finding a place where you feel that you're returning back to. 3, 2, inhaling, moving up onto all fours. Exhaling, downward dog. Looking towards your hands, tiptoe step or hop. Feet between your hands, coming towards the top of your mat. Lift your heart up. Exhaling to fold. Bend your knees, come into chair. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, straighten out your legs, thumbs towards your heart, leaning back. Inhaling, arms reach up, head looks down. Exhaling, bending your knees, folding down. Inhaling, lift your chest, straighten out your legs, looking up. Exhaling, step or hop your way back into plank, lower down. Inhaling, heart lifts, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Left leg in between your hands. Rising up, warrior two, open out. Awesome, guys, zipping up that front body, get nice and steady. As you breathe out, half moon, reaching down. So you should find that spot nice and easily this time, open out. Right arm up, extending through that right leg. As you open out your heart, we're going to go for Chapasana, sugarcane pose. Bend your right knee, reach for your right foot behind your body. So you've got your left hand onto the floor, that's it, nice. Opening out your chest. 3, 2. Stay with me, guys, stay with me. Finding that steadiness. Okay, we're going to release back to half moon. So extending out that right leg, right arm up. Staying with the top of your mat this time, both hands down towards the floor. And square off your hips. So that right leg is reaching out and back behind you. And we're going to have a little twist. So before you twist, lengthening through your spine, your right hand is going to stay down and your left arm is reaching up. So you're twisting your half moon. If today feels like a day when you can twist your sugar cane, then bending your knee and reaching for that foot in a twist. 3, so just feel as if you're, oh nice Sophie, lovely. So you're playing with reaching for that knee or just playing with the twist. Awesome, guys, last breath. And then releasing. Gently come back so you're at the top of your mat, extending that right leg out behind you. And releasing, both feet to the floor. Inhaling, lengthening through your spine, look up. Exhaling to fold. Bend your knees, come into chair. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, thumbs at your heart, lean back. Inhaling, arms up, looking down. Exhaling, bending your knees, bowing down. Inhaling, heart lifting, looking up. Exhaling, step or hop it back, lower down. Inhaling, lift your chest, look up. Exhaling, downward dog. Right leg up, three-legged dog, reaching it up. Exhaling, right foot in between your hands. Warrior two, rising up. Getting nice and steady. And then moving for your half moon, right hand down. Extending your left leg up. You're taking that time to get steady, finding that steadiness in the center of your body. Reaching for your Chapasana, sugar cane. Bending your left knee, reaching for that left foot. Knowing that you totally don't have to go for it if it doesn't feel right today. Okay, noticing if you feel unsteady, where that right hand is. So if it feels it's moved too far away from you. Awesome, guys, lovely. Releasing that foot, back to half moon. And then square off, both hands to the floor. Squaring off your hips, extending through that back leg. Taking a moment to get steady. Refocus, realign your spine, and then changing sides. So you've got your right arm coming up. Awesome, twisting your choice. You can stay with a straight leg twist, or if Chapasana is there, if you are able to twist your sugar cane, bending your knee and reaching for that foot. Oh, lovely, William. Awesome, Soph. Nice, Di. Super, guys. Breathing. Staying with your breath. And then releasing both hands down. Taking both feet down. Inhaling, lift your heart, looking up. Exhaling, step or hop it back. Plank, lower down. Inhaling, heart lifting. Exhaling, downward dog. Taking a nice deep steady breath in. Breathing out. Looking towards the top of your mat. Tiptoe, step or hop, feet between your hands, lifting your heart up. Exhaling to fold. Bend your knees, come into chair. Inhaling, arms up, reaching up. Exhaling, straight legs, thumbs at your heart, have a little lean back. Inhaling, arms reaching up, looking down. Exhaling to fold, bending your knees, bowing down. Inhaling, heart lifting, looking up. Exhaling, step or hop it back, plank, lower down. Inhaling, heart lifts, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Getting steady here in your downward dog, just opening out your shoulders, relaxing your head and your neck. For a moment, closing down your eyes and just visualizing that blessing of the moon, this returning that you have to wholeness, coming back to feeling complete, having this new start to face any little challenges or anything that feels uncomfortable that you want to just refine in the next 28 days. And bringing your left foot high, left leg high, breathing in. Exhaling, left foot in between your hands. Okay, last cycle like this. Reaching up, crescent lunge, arms up. Open out, warrior two. Breath in. Exhaling, half moon, coming down. So that spot should be nice and clear for you to reach for. Having a breath in. Chapasana, sugarcane pose, reaching for that knee, that foot behind you, opening out your heart, and releasing, both hands down, square off your hips. Get nice and long, breathing in, going for the twist, right hand stays down, left arm up. If you feel like reaching for that foot, bending your knee, having a breath here, and then either staying holding on to that foot or you can release it. We're going to come down to sit and land your right knee down to the floor behind you. So you come down into that twisted half Lord of the Fishes. Awesome. Inviting your feet to go out, so come into Gomukhasana. So you're allowing them to come out a little bit further, lifting through your chest. Lovely, guys. And then gently folding forwards. So just moving into those hips, bowing down. Okay, as you breathe, try and breathe deeply into your hips so you're feeling gravity push down into the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, nice, guys. We're going to have one more breath, and then this twist is going to take us to a standing forward bend. So we're going to take both hands over to the right side, walking them around. Try and keep your feet in the same place so you can come up into a standing forward bend. Walking your hands. Nice. Inhaling, lift your heart, look up. Exhaling, folding, walking your hands under. Option to headstand or stay where you are. 3, 2. Oh, nice, guys. Last breath. Inhaling, walking your hands up. Keep walking around. So we're going to now walk your hands over to the right side, pivoting on those feet and turning. So you end up coming back down to Gomukhasana on the other side. Oh, lovely, guys. Lifting through your chest. And then folding forwards, sinking into those hips, just allowing gravity to help you drop down. Allowing your head to relax, shoulders to relax. Lovely, awesome, guys. 3, 2. Oh, lovely, Gillian. Last breath. Inhaling, rising up. Releasing that Gomukhasana to normal cross legs. rocking onto your hands, tucking your toes under, downward dog, lifting up and back, breathing out through your mouth, allowing your head, your neck to relax for a moment, and changing sides, taking your right leg up, three-legged dog, extending it up, exhaling, right foot in between your hands, coming up through Crescent Lunge, inhaling, rising, reaching up to grab hold of that moon, and then moving it out into Warrior Two. Having a breath in, opening out through your heart, exhaling, half moon, taking your right hand down, left leg up, getting steady, finding that connection in your belly and the heel of your foot, moving for Chapasana, bending your left knee, grabbing your left foot. As you breathe out, releasing to square off your hips, both hands down. Also get nice and long before you twist. And if you feel ready, right arms reaching up. So you're twisting, feeling as if you are twisting your sugar cane. And if it feels right for you, grabbing that back foot. So your right hand's grabbing hold of your left foot. 3, 2, 1, and then we're either going to release it to come down or keep hold of it. So if you're releasing, you're coming down into a curtsy, so you're bending that knee, dropping it down behind you, so you can come down to sit. But this time staying a little bit higher up, so we can come into a twist, taking your left arm up, reaching up, exhaling, coming across, hooking, and lifting through your chest, getting nice and long. Oh, super guys, breathing for a moment. If you wanted to add binding to this twist, you're reaching that left arm underneath your knee and your right arm around behind your back. So it's reaching through, keeping that spiraling in your spine, opening your heart. 2. Last breath. And releasing that bind if you're bound. Releasing that twist, coming out for a little counter twist, taking both hands to the other side. As you come back over, we're going to come up for a little bit of side crow. So with your shin that's on the floor, your left shin, taking your weight onto that left shin so that it comes up. But we're going to stay in a twisted side crow. So we're bringing both elbows into the side of your right thigh, both hands down. So you're hooking and then releasing, coming up. You can keep your knees bent or straighten out your legs. And then as you re-land, try and re-land back into the same twist with your knees. Awesome, so landing. Super guys, having a breath here, getting settled with your hips. And use the same twist to come out. So taking both hands over to the left side, standing forward bend. Okay, so as you come out, walking, so you're coming into that V shape with your legs. Get long through your chest, look up. Exhaling, head down, walking your hands underneath. And then choosing to either rise up into that tripod headstand, or staying with your head down. So 3, 2, 1. Bringing your legs back down. Inhaling, heart lifting. And walking your hands back around. So walking your hands to the left. Keeping those feet in the same place so they pivot. Bend your knees, dropping down. Super guys. Coming in for that twist, so right arm reaches up. Exhaling, coming across, hooking over there. Awesome. Lifting through your chest, looking over your left shoulder, so you're possibly binding, but possibly not. Trusting your own journey and feeling into this twist. That's it, Julian. Keeping steady with that breath. And feeling all of these circular movements that we've had, moving around the mat, returning back to those half moon poses. Feeling this twist around your mat, twisting your spine. One more breath. And releasing your bind, coming out for a counter pose. So taking both hands to the other side and just gently bowing down. And coming back to bring your weight onto that shin. So rising up onto your left shin. So even if you're in this pose, and then you're anchoring each elbow onto the side of your leg. Planting those hands down. So maybe that is where you're moving to today and staying here. If it feels steady, inviting those legs to come up. Taking your time, that's it, Keith. Just get your back elbow wedged into that hip. Looking forwards. And then gently coming back down. Taking your time to land back into your twist. Oh, lovely, guys. And untwisting your legs. Extending them out in front. Inhaling, reaching your arms up. Exhaling, reaching towards your feet, bowing down. Okay, and finding this place of stillness, lengthen your spine, staying here. It's just going to be for 5, 4, 3. Resting with your eyes maybe softly closed. And visualizing that coolness of the moon on your back. And this opportunity and chance for a new cycle. Last breath. Inhaling, arms reaching up. Finding that length in your body. We're going to slowly come down. So just checking if you aren't fully towards the middle of your mat. Just shuffling forward, slowly coming down. Bend your knees, plant your feet. Inhaling, lifting up just your regular bridge, okay? So plant your feet, lift your hips. So using this to warm up that upper spine, okay, that upper back. So where your heart is, really lift into your heart. Nice, William, awesome. One more nice deep breath, getting a little bit, imagine I'm tapping you on your chest there and you're trying to lift it up a little bit higher. And then as you breathe out, just surrender it down, come down to the earth. And go and feel your hands underneath your shoulders. Okay, so even if you don't normally do upward bow, go for the hand position, but allow your body to maybe stay.
Searching for Weibo in the App Store.
I don't know why Apple thinks it's that, but let's ignore Siri. So having your hands underneath your shoulders, you're either just coming up, so you're doing the same position of bridge with your body. If you feel okay to move all the way up, then pressing into the floor with your hands lifting up. Finding that same lift in your heart, in your chest. Two. Nice. And then slowly melt your way down as slowly as you can, taking your time. Nice, guys. Resist the urge to change position. Just stay where you are for a moment. I'm going to have one more, your choice, either coming into bridge with your arms nice and flat against the floor, or we're going to go upward bow, but we're going to be extending different legs up. So whichever one you feel steady in, or if you know that you're almost there and you want to give it a go, going for that upward bow. So hands underneath your shoulders and pressing up or bridge, so your choice. Okay, coming up. And we're going to extend one leg, your choice, whichever one feels like it would naturally like to go up. Okay, now if you can, imagine that I've got hold of your ankle and I'm trying to lift your leg a little bit. Yeah, nice, Sophie. Breathing. Super, guys. Awesome, Sarah. So stretch out through that leg, lift it up a little bit higher, and then bringing that leg back down to the floor. Taking your time, slowly melt down, just releasing everything down, coming down. Feeling that connection back down to the earth. Taking a pause. And then when you feel ready, moving to the other side. So coming up first, finding your stability. And when you feel ready, taking the other leg up. For this moment, just imagine that I've got hold of your ankle and I'm lifting it up. And in lifting it up, you can feel your butt cheek lift up a little bit higher. Awesome, Zoe. Nice, Simon. I can visibly see that movement of everyone's body. Press with your arms, Di. Straighten out your arms. And then bringing that leg down first and slowly melting down, gently coming down. Okay, stay where you are. Just allow your knees to maybe shuffle from side to side, so you're having a gentle little twist. And then come to a place where you can be still whenever you feel ready. Allow your knees to knock into each other and your feet to go out to the side. So it's kind of like a pre-Chapasana resting pose. In this space, just offering yourself that chance to feel into how open your heart feels. As lots of things we've done for the moon, we've been folding forwards. And you've really opened out that front of your body in this last little bit. As you breathe, closing down your eyes and feeling into anywhere that may be a little bit uncomfortable for you. Things that haven't quite gone as you planned it in the last 28 days, and how that's totally cool, and everything will be given the chance to be different in the next 28 days. Just allowing yourself to sit with this moment. You can use this powerful moon today, this use of energy that you're using and creating to help you move through into a new way, a new shift. And feeling and absorbing that space in your heart. It's only going to be for about 3 more breaths, but with that breath, maybe having that mantra that we started with, Om Niyama Namaha, Om Niyama Namaha, and inviting yourself to just return to wholeness, return to flowing with the universe, trusting this cycle of the moon, trusting your own cycle and way of doing things. And on your next breath out, release and hug your knees in. Having a little rock from side to side. Extending your legs up so you come into an L shape. And your choice moving from here, either staying in the L shape. Maybe it's Halasana today. Maybe you wanted to feel staying as if you're drawing inwards. Or Kanapindasana, ear pressure pose. Or maybe today feels like a day when you'd like to be in shoulder stand. If you go for shoulder stand today, squeeze your legs together. So choosing whichever one's right for you, your choice. You can be L shape, legs straight up. You can be plow, Halasana with your legs over, or shoulder stand. And if you're in shoulder stand, try squeezing your legs together today so you feel that invisible force of energy drawing you up towards the sky. 3, 2. Noticing how you feel in that pose that you chose. If you're in shoulder stand, just coming over to Halasana. If your legs straight up, bringing yourself into happy baby. And from Halasana, maybe bending your knees so you drop them either side of your ears. And trusting your own body to flow your way into a happy baby position. So from whichever place you are, gently rolling onto your back, bending your knees, and feeling this space of being comforted and at the same time open to a shift and a change in energy, open to your new 28-day cycle. Closing down your eyes, and for a moment just imagine the moon, imagine that eclipse moment that hopefully it's going to clear up so we can see it tonight. Breathing it in and having one nice deep breath here. As you breathe out, release and hug your knees. Taking a twist of your choice. So I think cat's tail twist would be nice, as we've done all that twisting sugarcane pose. If you wanted to, I'll talk you into that. Otherwise, whichever twist you feel like. If you're going cat's tail, bend your right knee, hug it in, draw the right knee across, keeping it bent to start with, and then bend your left knee, reach for that left foot with your right hand, so very similar to that twist. If you want to add straightening out your right knee, your right leg, and your hamstring feels okay, straighten out your right leg. So you're holding each foot with the opposite hand. 3. Nice, awesome guys. 2, 1, and then, oh lovely, so release, come back to the center and hug both knees in. Again, this is your choice, so you're just doing the exact opposite that you did on the other side. If you're going for that cat's tail, hug your left knee in and then bring your left knee across your body, keeping hold of that left knee with your right hand, and then bending your right knee, reaching for that right foot behind you. And if you know your hamstring's up for it, maybe extending your left leg and reaching for that left foot, knowing that you don't have to. That's it, Gillian. Maybe roll a little bit more over to the side there. That's it, that's it. Awesome. 2. And then whenever you feel ready, gently bringing yourself back into the center, hugging your knees in. And your choice, you can either sit in Chapasana, stretch out in Chapasana. If today you'd like to take a longer Shavasana and it feels that you would like to turn off your screen and take more time, that's totally okay. Whenever you find that space where you can be peaceful, closing down your eyes and having this lovely deep breath in as if you're clearing out, breathing in, breathing out with a sigh. So whatever might have felt uncomfortable for you in the last 28 days that you want to shift through and get rid of, feel as if with our breath you can symbolically breathe it in and send it out. Okay, so we're breathing it in to feel it and then letting it go. Feeling that tension drop out of your shoulders. I don't normally do this, I'm going to read you a poem that my mum found of my nan's. See, my nan didn't write it, but I found it was a poem from the 1920s. So you might have heard it, but it feels quite nice. Go placidly amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others, even the dull and ignorant. They have their story too. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexations to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain and bitter. For always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself. Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested in your own career, however humble. It is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of trickery. But let this not bind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and everywhere life is full of heroism. Be yourself. Especially do not feign affection, neither be cynical about love, for in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is as perennial as the grass. Take kindly the counsel of the years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune, but do not distress yourself with imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here, and whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive him to be, and whatever your labours and aspirations in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace with your soul. With all its sham, drudgery and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be careful, strive to be happy. Feeling that breath move deeply into your body. Gently encouraging little movements in your fingers and your toes. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. If today feels like a day to stretch, reach your arms, get really long. Maybe give yourself a hug, hugging your knees in. And whenever you feel ready, gently bringing yourself up to a seated position. Bringing your palms together, closing down your eyes. And we're going to finish with that same Om Niyama Namaha. Okay, for 3, Om Niyama Namaha. Taking a breath to prepare, breathing in. Om Niyama Yamaha. Om Niyama Yamaha. Om Niyama Yamaha. Having one Om together. Offering a little bow inwardly to your own inner teacher, your own inner guru. And whenever you feel ready, offering namaste to everyone else. Namaste. And it's going to
Namaste.
namaste. Thanks, Julia.
Thank
Thanks,
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Namaste, thank you.
Thanks, Sophie. Nice to see you.
Thank you for the poem, it was lovely.
Yeah, it was. I found it really cathartic. I almost started crying.
Oh my God, me too. I could see my nan while I was reading it, and I was trying really not to choke at the end.
Yeah. Did you send
Beautiful.
it to us?
Yeah, do you know what? It's famous. Like when I looked at it, it's called Dis. Yeah, but I will.
Desiderata.
That's it.
Yeah, I had it up when I was at university. I had it up on my wall on a poster, so it was really lovely to hear it. Had goosebumps when you were reading it, so it was really, really special.
Oh, great. Do you know what? I've had it
Yeah.
for a week, and I read it a couple of times, and it made me cry. And then I thought, oh, I can't read it because I'll just be. And then this morning I was thinking, oh, just read it.
Oh,
Like it's fine, but yeah.
really special. Thank you.
Good. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah. Have a good day.
And you.
Lovely to see you. Thanks so much. Bye.
Bye.
Well done, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Love you. See you later.
Bye.